Shocking news out of Hollywood. Actor, comedian, and rapper Nick Cannon fired by CBS Viacom for making anti-Semitic remarks on his podcast. Take a listen.
You can't be anti-Semitic when we are the Semitic people, when we are the same people that who they want to be. That's our birthright. It's our birthright.
And of course, we spoke to some people about that. Todd Smith and Rabbi Brian Strauss here on The Factor.
You know, I'm not surprised at all. I think we live in a day and age where when someone preaches hatred and someone preaches intolerance and someone someone spreads malicious hate, conspiracy theories about another group of people for no reason, then if I owned a company, I too would have second thoughts about employing someone who is willing to spread hatred.
And of course, he is referring to the comment that Nick Cannon made, Todd, in reference to Black Israelites. And then if you look at the Anti-Defamation League and the Southern Poverty Law Center, many of them label that group as a hate group here in the United States. Are you shocked by this termination, Todd?
I am definitely not shocked, because we live in a culture where we're trying to make strides as far as racial equality and harmony. So if a white person can get fired for saying something derogatory to Black people or about Black people, we do the same things, because equality doesn't mean just the good things. It also means the bad things. So whenever you're spreading hatred of any kind, it's never going to be tolerated. And people have a right to their beliefs. Hebrew Israelites, and the ADL's website says there are Black Jews in Ethiopia and some in America. And we know people have different religious beliefs, but when your religious beliefs cause you to hate another group is where you have to accept this type of termination. And Viacom has to appeal to all people, not just Black people. So Nick's show, I haven't watched Wild 'N Out in a long time, but what I remember, he had a broad ethnic group of castmates, and he had a broad ethnic group of, followers. So he can't just please alienate another group. You have to be inclusive. People have to realize that if we want people to show us love and not hatred, we can't show the same.
Look, I think we can all agree what Martin Luther King said years ago: injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And no matter if it's Blacks, Jews, any minority group, we have to work together. Whites, Blacks, Jews, Christians, we got too much to work for together to make this country better.
And of course, Brian, you've heard, Todd, I'm sure you've heard in the past where you hear this line saying that Blacks can't be racist because we don't have the power. Even if you do or you don't believe that, Blacks certainly can be held accountable for what comes out of their mouths.
And I believe I've said this on your show. Yeah, we don't have as much power, but there are a lot of Black people that do have power. Nick Cannon has power. There's a lot of multimedia titans that are Black that have power over other people, that can hire and fire people. So we might not have the power that the entire white community has politically, but we do have power, and we have to be careful, because prejudice, a little bit of prejudice here, bigotry here, will lead to racism. Who says we won't have power coming years? We can't do the same thing that was done to us to other people. It doesn't make sense.
And of course, Nick Cannon released a statement on social media today saying he has no hate in his heart.